Hello, English 201, American Literature, Colonial to 1899. Professor Berninger coming at you here with a little preview of our semester to come, a little welcome chat as well. This is a fabulous class. Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, a lot of the reading we're doing is very challenging. Okay, some of it you're going to get done reading and go, what? But that's why we have each other. That's why you have me. Believe me, many of the things you're going to read this semester in class, the first time I read them, I was like, yeah, I like this and I think I get it, but what is happening? So don't be frustrated with the reading. Come to class, read it carefully, read it slowly, watch the YouTube videos I'm going to make, and it should mostly make sense to you. Now, if you think you ever understand a piece of literature completely, well, then you're probably wrong. It's complex, just like every human being, but we're going to do our best to get close to a solid understanding of everything we read. We cover a pretty good time period. We start with some Native American creation stories. We actually start with the essential story of Western literature itself, the story of Genesis, Adam and Eve in particular, because that permeates American literature and American culture and how we view the world. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to look at some poetry written by an enslaved woman in Boston in the colonial era. And then we're going to march right up through and we're going to wind up with a Henry James story and some other stories in the late 1800s. And they're all really good. Just enjoy them as best as you can and don't be frustrated by them. Secondly, logistically, this class meets in the virtual classroom Tuesdays at 12:30, right? Virtual classroom Tuesdays at 12:30, and then there'll be a whole host of what marvelous YouTube videos for you to watch. I try to visit some interesting locations to teach the literature, at least while the weather's nice. Some of them, honestly, I made last year, but they're really good. Some I'll make fresh for this class. But I think they do a really good job of explaining the literature, and you can stop and watch them again if you need to. So half the class is in the remote virtual classroom, and half is on YouTube, and some is on the discussion boards as well. Now, those of you who've had me in class before, you know that I'm not exactly Mr. Perfect when it comes to operating Blackboard. Sometimes I put an assignment for a different class in this class. And if you click on it and you're like, why is there a college experience assignment in American Lit? Please just drop me an email and say, hey, Professor B, you might want to look at that assignment. I think you might have put the wrong one up there. So this is a team effort, right? If you post something in the wrong place or email me a paper for psychology, we'll just get that figured out. If I make a mistake, let me know. We'll get that figured out. I've gotten pretty good at it, but honestly, all of my classes are different this semester. I don't have a single class that is the same class operating in the same way. So I get a little confused, but you know, you guys will help me out, and I'm looking forward to your help with that. In fact, Emily Kirch out there, Emily already helped me. I put the wrong course outline up for this class, and she very politely pointed that out, and I fixed it. So we're off to a very good start. Yeah, so some of you know me already, some of you don't. I like to have as much fun as possible in class because in literature we talk about heavy stuff. Original sin, murder, cheating, lots of death, lots of loss. It's heavy stuff. So we gotta have some laughs and we have to have some fun along the way. Generally, the highlight of every remote class is when my cat comes in, and I'll try to grab him and get him on camera. But he does charge me $10 for every appearance, so I try not to do that too often because I would go broke. But hopefully Simon will make some guest appearances. So welcome to American Literature. Looking forward to seeing you in the virtual classroom Tuesday, the first day of classes, at 12:30. Log in early, okay, just to make sure there aren't any technical problems. But I'll be there and we will get class started. And before you know it, It'll be December. You'll have 3 credits. You'll have a lot of knowledge, wisdom, a lot of more reading on your shelf, and you'll be better off for it. Oh, by the way, just thought of this. All of the material I'm providing to you in Blackboard. Click PDF, download, print it if you want, but you do not have to buy any books for this class, so saved you some money already. So American Lit, looking forward to hanging with you, and I will see you in the virtual classroom.